Now, as Muslims, we often find ourselves deliberating in shopping aisles, wondering which products are halal and which ones are not. And the bathroom essentials are no exception.
Indeed, our next guests have taken it upon themselves to set a new trend and introduce a halal alternative. Please welcome to the show Adnan Khan, Rima Khan, Director of the Halal Authority Board, Sheikh Taqir Ishaq. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Welcome. Come on over.
Come over to the sofa.
Come on over.
Have a seat.
Welcome. Now,
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Sheikh, we'll get into having a chat with you in a few minutes, but let's speak to this entrepreneurial team because you're entrepreneurs, that's what it is. You know, we don't realize that very often, but indeed, coming out with something. Look, let's just go back to background. I was speaking to you before we got into the show.
Yes.
You're in a job that you're a bit unhappy with, I think.
That's correct. Basically, I wasn't very happy with what I was doing in my life. And I wanted to make a change. And so I decided that I needed a bit of time out. And along that path, I found this idea, just going through Islamic forums, speaking to people.
There were a lot of people speaking about soap.
No, at the time it was Hajj. The Hajj was coming up, and so everybody, what was at the forefront of their mind was, what soap can I take?
Now look, interesting enough, look, I've been 14 times, alhamdulillah, and it's never been an issue because there is a soap on the market that I've thought was perfectly fine, but I'm assuming, Rima, I'm just going over to yourself, there was a few issues with that particular bar of soap. Let's not mention what it is, but obviously there was a gap in the market that you had to look for something alternative.
Yes, I mean, the main thing is they are soaps, but you know, when you look into the details of what's actually going in the soap, like animal fat, alcohol, the biggest thing was, even though it was, you know, it didn't have any scent, but it had animal fat in it. The glycerine which was extracted was from animals. So we went and looking for a vegan. So we got a vegan soap as well. Then we thought, okay, we've got an unscented bar. How about a scented bar? And the scented bar, they all had alcohol in it. So we thought we'll go for a scent, and we take even the alcohol out of the scent.
Wow.
So this is the first time they've taken the alcohol out of the scent.
I mean, it's something that we take for granted because there are bars on the market that we know that are marketed to the mainstream market that have no perfume in them and that they have, you know, nothing. So many people gravitate towards those bars for Hajj or for other reasons. But you're saying that actually when you look at the ingredients in those bars, brother, you're saying that you find that there are other ingredients that should be of concern to Muslims. What's been some of the most surprising things that you found in a regular bar of soap?
The main one is it's a combination of things because what they've started to do is introduce synthetic ingredients into soap bars. And they also have preservatives that are in them which help the bars to last longer. So they don't go like sludge. If they come into contact with water and they stay in contact with water, they don't really melt or anything. And what we found was a lot of people were complaining that it would dry their skin. And so the general idea was to find somewhere or somebody that could manufacture a bar of soap.
What was it like doing the research? I mean, you know, launching a new product isn't easy. I mean, a lot of research involved, trying to find the right product, you know, the right, you know, ingredients, etc. What was it like?
We were blessed in that way. Allah has been really kind to us, that we're putting us in the right place at the right time with the right people.
Well, speaking about the right people, we do have with us our Sheikh. Now, Sheikh, you are from the Halal Authority Board. Now, I imagine most of the time, Halal Authority Board will be spent authorising meat and meat products. Is this the first time you've been approached for cosmetics or for somebody specifically looking to authenticate a bar of soap?
Well, you're partly right. Halal Authority Board covers a wide range of areas, not just meats, but any producers of food, for example. Because every food which says we're vegetarian, we're halal, may have meat or may not have meat in it. But pharmaceuticals is a very big area. I don't think that's actually really covered. Vegetarianism covers it, but that doesn't mean it's alcohol-free. So yes, it's a first soap which we've done. You've got to understand, we don't just look at the ingredients, we look at the whole manufacturing process. So even the actual packaging has to be halal, free from animal fats and alcohol. So, even the ink has to be
the packaging is an interesting one. You know, I mean, I think you mentioned this earlier on that you've
wouldn't-
actually.
I would
I
never
would've thought
dream
the
about
packaging to
whether
be
the
halal.
packaging of my soap was halal. I mean, I wouldn't even, to be honest, me personally, I wouldn't have even thought about whether my soap was halal until speaking to people like yourselves. Then to take the next step to think about whether the packaging of the soap is halal.
So you've really gone the.
It really is amazing.
We had to. We were designing the pure bar for people to take it for Hajj. So we wanted absolutely no doubt. And while this was all happening, the problem with all this horse meat and everything in other
So it's a
products.
perfect time.
So the timing
hit
has
the
just been
market.
amazing.
I mean, look, Hajj is one thing, obviously, but beyond that, Hajj, we only just think about bars of soap, but you've decided to put together a Hajj pack, so to speak, as well.
We're in the process of putting a Hajj pack together, and inshallah, that should be ready in about 2 to 3 months' time. We've already designed all the products itself, so it's a matter of.
So alhamdulillah, I think that, I mean, you've got a lot of opportunity, I think, is the only, because you mentioned a few of the big stores that have been in touch. They're opening halal product counters and everything. We'll come back to you because we have some good news today.
We have some good news for
Been
you.
launched today. Your product isn't halal yet.
Okay.
It'll be halal
But it
in a
will be
minute,
shortly.
inshallah. We have some good
Inshallah.
news.
Now, talking about plastic
and we're going to be doing a practical. We're going to have a practical demonstration.
we're going
of
to
soap.
I've seen that advert.
Yeah, on the skin, making skin look lovely. We've got our soaps here. Now, I know which one of these is unscented.
I could tell
Okay?
you, I told you that
Now,
earlier
go
on.
on. What do you think of that one?
That's honey.
That's honey, definitely. This one?
That's honey as well.
That's honey as well, very good. This one?
That's unscented.
Ah, very good. There he is. Yeah, that's the unscented one. And these ones are honey as well, aren't they? Okay, so we're going to... I can't remember which one's which now. Hold on.
Yeah, that one.
This is the unscented one. So we're going to take these out, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to wash.
Come on then.
Okay.
I do need to wash.
Here we go. Here we go. See this now? Now, you've designed this specifically, haven't you, so that it will lather up with any temperature of water as well, because you said that on Hajj, often the water is lukewarm because they don't have boilers. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
So this is cold.
So this is cold water now, so hopefully we should still get a lather out of this.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
fine,
hope
fine.
so.
Come on then.
Bismillah.
Let's go for it.
Bismillah.
Okay. Oh, I'm
Wait.
spilling. Spilled it all over your trousers. Keep rubbing. Yeah, there we go. Lathering up. Here we go.
It's
Give a
more
bit
water.
more. How's it? There you go.
Wow.
Well, look, it does work.
It is
Let's put it that
lathering
way.
up
It
nicely.
is working.
We'll leave that over
It is
there.
working.
Here, hold on. I need to rinse now. Need to rinse. Okay.
Can I just carry on? This is
Now you have a
lovely.
choice. Now
This
you
actually
have
tastes
a
quite
choice.
nice.
What's that choice?
Now I said we've created a choice for you. Now you have
It's
to
actually not
have,
too bad. That
you know,
actually
you have a
feels-
soap,
Yeah.
which is halal.
Have you got
Exactly.
moisturizer and stuff
Instead
in
of
this?
going, being unsure what to use,
Yeah.
it's
You'll
a clear
find you'll
choice.
need to use the moisturizer less on your hands.
It actually
because
feels
really,
quite
Is that
soft.
because there's a lot of
It's-
moisturizer in there?
It's almost like a cream. It's a premium bar of soap. It's like the best you can get
It's
on
like
the
a
I
market.
mean, I have to
Really?
admit, it
Yeah.
does actually feel.
Is
a
it?
lot
Are you ready?
more- Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay. Well, look, I'll gonna rinse that. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Your trousers are getting so.
We've got a hairdryer.
Here, look, that's. You know what? This is the end of the
give us
water. Yeah. Okay. Here. Look. Take some of these.
Towels.
Have some of these. I'm glad it was you and not me. Look, you sort yourself out.
I have to admit. It's
In
ready.
the meantime, I've
It
got
is
something
ready.
much more important. Let me do this now. As we mentioned, you
It was
haven't
not halal
certified.
until-
It was
No,
not halal.
indeed.
But we have here our certificate. This is from the Halal Authority Board. I'm just going to hold this up so our camera can get a shot of this. This is to certify that Crescent Soaps has been assessed by a Halal Authority Board and its processes and systems comply with Halal Authority Board's worldwide standards for halal certification and the requirement of Islamic Sharia law. So if I can give this to you, Sheikh, and if you would kindly present that to brother and sister to recognise their fantastic new product.
Fantastic.
So,
Congratulations.
congratulations
Thank you very
indeed.
much. Indeed.
Fantastic, mashallah.
My hands look cleaner. Don't you think?
They do indeed. I haven't seen them
they
looking that clean for a long time.
No, neither have I.
You wash your hands once a week whether you need to or not. eh?
Only if we've got a bar of soap on the show.
No, fantastic.
Allah
That's
bless,
brilliant.
alhamdulillah, absolutely fantastic. Now, just in case people want to get in touch, which I'm sure they will, how
Yeah.
do they actually find out?
crescentsoaps.com.
That's
Simple
quite
as that.
simple.
Straightforward.
If they want to find out any more information, because what we want to do is try and work with the masjids that are up and down the country, try and create a way where we can help them as well.
Yeah.
Because we want to try and donate a lot of our profits towards the helping of masjids and the community
That's
itself.
fantastic because,
Very good idea.
masjids, I'm sure everyone uses soap in the masjid, and if you can help them with that, Fantastic.
this is it.
And Islam channel.
And Islam
Islam
channel. Yeah, we'll be happy to have your soap in our
Yeah.
bathrooms. Lovely. I'm not going to let you pour the water though. By the way, let me ask, which languages do you speak? Because our story of the day says certain languages you're more likely to save if they don't have a future tense. So which languages do you speak?
I speak English.
Yes,
And
we gathered that. We'll
broken-
take that.
broken
for
Urdu.
granted. Broken Urdu. Okay. And yourself?
Urdu and English.
And the
Urdu,
Sheikh,
English,
yourself?
Chef?
Urdu, English, a little bit of Arabic.
A little bit.
Urdu has got a future kind of tense.
Has Urdu got a future tense?
Yes.
Definitely.
It has.
हम कल यहाँ जाएंगे, वहाँ जाएंगे, इधर आएंगे, उधर जाएंगे.
That sounds like a song, mashallah. That really did. Anyway.
So if you have a language that has a future tense, you are less likely to save for the future.
That's right.
Right? So if you've got a language that only talks about today, like German and Mandarin, you're more likely to save for the future. You're less likely to smoke. There's various other things. Smoking was one of them. Obesity.
Things that are connected to future
physical
awareness,
activity,
yeah.
future awareness, more likely to save for the future.
Yeah.
But if you're English like ourselves, Urdu, Punjabi, Hindi, Sindhi,
That's
it's
it.
over. Game's over.
Well, look, we want to hear from you. You know how to get in touch. Of course, you can email us, livingthelife@islamchannel.tv, or tweet us, and that is, of course, a Twitter. How do we Twitter? That's it. At Islam
Tweets,
Channel.
tweet.
You know me and
Tweet.
tweets and Twitters and all of that. Islam Channel, #LT Live. We'll be reading your responses after the break, so see you in just a few minutes. Alhamdulillah. Lovely.
Living the life.